I like a good lumpia soap.
It's like a small spring roll because it's still with like that rice paper kind of a thing.
Hold on, Greg. Isn't clean in Spanish like limpia or something like that?
Oh, well then
Greg,
maybe it was that.
I think.
But he was Hawaiian.
It just means clean in Spanish.
Yeah, I was about to say it's clean. I was about to say, take it from the Texican. Limpia. That means clean.
Okay,
it's
all right.
it's
Well, then
clean
that
set.
checks. Then that makes way more sense.
Welcome to Daddies the Podcast, featuring Eric and Greg. Join them each week as they hang with a new guest to talk about who they are, their why, and the stories that come up along the way. Thank you for being a part of the Daddies community.
And Greg said, I have some tea, and I wasn't looking at the screen. And I said, ooh, spill it.
That's, it's when if you wouldn't have raised that mug, I would have said the same darn thing. My wife always kind of me, here's the tea. I was like, oh, tell me. Like, I don't feel like I'm a gossip, but 100% when someone says that, you're like, what?
Do tell. Yeah, Jen,
that
sit
means
back.
something.
We have tea to talk about. No, we were actually talking before you hopped on about how bad the Phillies got spanked yesterday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was 13
to 2, maybe.
Yep. It was bad. But I was telling Eric, when I was younger and played Little League, as everyone does, everyone plays fucking baseball. I remember playing a game, and this is one of those things that sometimes when I go to sleep at night, I think about, and it makes me cringe. It's like when you're about to fall asleep and you get that memory. So this dude pitching on the other team, he wasn't very good. So everyone was hitting the ball. Everyone. So I go up there and I struck out. and so sometimes I think about that before I go to bed.
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Because they knew that they could count on you to strike out even against the worst pitcher.
Yep, and I did. So cheers.
Well, there you go. I mean, you guys beat my Rangers opening day, so yeah, that was right there. And then I went down to I was at Camden Yards last night with my wife for doing a little date night, and the Rangers took care of business and took care of the O's, and they're taking care of them right now, 3-1.
Hey, very good.
And the Phillies are doing the opposite. Well, they're winning right now, I think. But,
they're winning right now.
Right now.
But
yeah,
3-0
against the Nats. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you located? Are you in Baltimore then?
So I'm in Pasadena, right between Baltimore and Annapolis now. So I live here.
Okay.
Been here for about 6 years or so.
All right. So East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast representing. People ask why the hell I didn't leave. I said, let me show you a little bit. I mean, I have my townhome with my wife right here on the water. Stony Creek, right at the mouth of the Chesapeake. So, right where the Key Bridge fell. God rest its soul. So right there, it was crazy, man. Because my wife was a forensic nurse. She's still a nurse now, but she was a forensic nurse, and she just got off shift, got home about 4 a.m. She's like, "Honey, did you see it? The bridge collapsed." I'm saying, "What, honey? It's 3:34 in the morning. What do you mean? I'm not even up yet."
Right.
Obviously, seeing all the TikTok videos and everything else, like it kind of was hard to believe when that actually happened. Like, wow. And, with all, everyone that grows up here, everyone has boats, little long johns, little, whatever, little small boats, big boats, doesn't matter. And it was crazy because everyone's posting up videos and it's like, wow, you never thought you'd miss a bridge on the horizon until it's gone. And then obviously traffic going crazy. But yeah, so right there. And now Pasadena.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're not like super far from us. We're in Delaware. So we're close.
Love Delaware. There's more chickens than people in Delaware.
Yes, there is.
And
we get the chicken trucks that go by
all the time. All the time.
Farting feathers at us.
Yup. But so I don't think I've ever been on that bridge.
And you never will.
And I never will. But I don't think, why would there have been any, probably not, reason for me to go?
Not necessarily, because if you're going south, you would just stay on 95.
Right.
The reason you'd take the Beltway 695 or whatever was to go around certain things like escaping the tunnel, depending on your routes on the outskirts. So if you're trying to go, let's say to DC from Dundalk or anything out there, Middle River area, you would use 695 and take that Francis Scott Key Bridge. Versus now you have to go through the tunnel and pay the tollway and everything else. I mean, I guess technically it was a tollway too for a couple of years before it went down again when they were redoing it. But
I guess so we go to my in-laws live in Jacksonville, so we every summer we take the drive down, but we always go a different route. I swear, every time we go, it's different. And I'm either like bypassing DC or I'm not, and I just kind of go wherever Waze tells me because that's what we live in now.
I'm a true Waze fan too. I'm right there with you. Waze is the where it's at. It's the way to go.
Eric over here still uses MapQuest.
I do. I print them out.
Are you for real?
Stop it. No.
I was like, man, it's still a thing, by the way. And I verified that like 6 months ago because I was just curious. It's kind of like AskJeeves.com. I'm dating myself.
My father-in-law does print them out. He'll print them out, and then he'll print out like a backup plan just in case, something's closed somewhere.
That's crazy.
Do you remember, though, like, at least my parents would be driving, and my mom would be sitting shotgun, and she would, like, this exit. And then, that's how we would get anywhere. Yeah, and that's how we would travel.
It's crazy to think, because, like, nowadays, I don't really, I know the area now based on, like, geographical locations and the McDonald's or the Starbucks kind of a thing. But, like, back in the day when you had to use MapQuest, you were really paying attention to every exit. There was no dozing off or whatever else, because if you missed it, you're like, oh crap, where the hell am I? And not everyone had a road map. Yeah. I don't know about you guys. I had an atlas or whatever, that book of 50 states in the back of my car, right next to the 16 different mix CDs I had in my visor.
But also too, like, dude, reading a map when you don't know where you are and trying to figure out locations is very difficult.
Oh yeah.
But even 10 years ago, we were using GPS, like the actual legit GPS where you'd have to plug it in to update the map.
Tom?
It was a Tom, or like
Tom,
Garmin.
Yep.
Yep. But they couldn't account for traffic, like Waze, Google Maps. Like, they tell you, hey, there's traffic here. I highly recommend you don't go that way anymore. You would just get there and then you wait like another 7 hours.
Yep. That's crazy. Technology just continues to just impress. Of like, again, the GPS in your car, having navigation in your car was a huge thing. And then less than 6 months to a year later, everyone had Apple CarPlay in 2017 and a reverse camera. And it's insane.
I have fond memories of iPhone just came out maybe a couple years after my first iPhone was the iPhone 3GS, maybe it's the first smartphone. And you could jailbreak your phone and have access to every single app for free. Illegal, probably, I guess. Yeah. But
technically not, because you own the property of that phone, but it was one of those things where you it's kind of like breaking your warranty with you on your car. If you change out your suspension, like it'll break your warranty.
Then it's just all on you.
Yeah. I do remember that, though.
And
what about cutting the tag off of a mattress?
So, fun fact, you can cut it off if you own the mattress. It is not breaking the law. If you look on the tag, it says only the owner is allowed to remove this tag.
So who the hell is taking scissors and just going into Macy's and just fucking cutting?
Excuse me, sir, come with me.
We got these young kids out here doing some crazy things, kids breaking Snickers in half for the hell of it, or Twix, like all of a sudden, diabolical. Can you imagine breaking into a king-size bar and realizing it's too regular size? Come on.
That's cold-blooded.
You know what I used to do?
Yeah.
So,
wait for it.
I don't know if you were into the Pokemon cards.
Oh, who was it? Come on.
Right. I know. Right.
I've literally got a DS behind me playing Pokemon Yellow.
Some of us still are, Greg.
So do you remember the OG, the packs were blue and they had the Pokeball, and then they've released like different variations. It was like the fossil, like the packs were different. The actual card packs.
Yeah.
And so I would buy them for someone's, like, it's your birthday, I'm coming over. My mom would always tape a pack to the top of your gift, like a pack of Pokemon cards in addition to the gift. But I would open them and take the good cards out.
Oh, that is diabolical.
And then I would tape it back up on top, so when they pulled the tape off, it looked like the tape pulled the top
opened
open.
Opened up the pack.
And so my
Greg
mom
is a guy getting the holographic Charizard and the level 99. Oh my! No wonder your Pokemon collection is so darn good.
So my mom didn't realize that packs didn't come with 2 holographic cards and about the different variations. So my cousin Kevin, we swapped out the cards, and she put like one of the fossil cards in there. And then she put another holographic, like Meowth or something. And I remember he opened it up. He said, "Wait, this pack's awesome. Not only did I get 2 holographics, but one didn't even come from this pack." Yeah.
So he picked up what your mom was putting down.
Well, that's so funny.
I mean, yeah, I used to do that.
Damn. That's
know.
pretty savage.
I was a real piece of shit.
I was I was poor, so I never actually got packs bought. Like, my mom would never buy the packs for me. I just traded for them, like at summer camp. Someone gave me a card, and I said, "Hey, I'll trade you this card for 2 cards." And I amassed a nice big Pokemon collection.
There you go. I will say I never got into the Pokemon. I love the Pokemon games. Like, I'd play those all day until I had to blow on the chip and no longer worked. I was huge into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, so much Yu-Gi-Oh! That I even bought the freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Plate thing when I played my buddies one time. I'd come out like... And mind you, I'm in like 8th grade at the time for this crap. So I'm well past the dude, you should not be playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
And then I transitioned directly into Dance Dance Revolution. It was funny.
Yes.
So my wife and I were just talking about this yesterday. We went up to Canada and whatever is next to the Niagara Falls. I can't remember what French areas, Ontario, I guess, whatever it was. But they had this cool retro bar speakeasy like thing or whatever with all the old games. They had Dance Dance Revolution. She goes, "All right, let's play together." She was like, "I'm gonna beat your butt." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." And I start doing cat of nines of like candy can, like, and then start. She's like, "Oh my God, did I marry a freaking nerd?" I'm like, "You got darn right you did."
You sure did.
She was like, "Well, I've never been so not turned on by you."
You're right. Oh, that's fantastic. Like Dave and Buster's it's like the sets that have like the metal bars behind,
yes,
and the heavy steps. So like the little pad that you have in your living room doesn't slide around.
You know who was really big into DDR?
Who's that?
Adam West.
Really?
That's what I heard. And if it's
really
if it's on a subreddit,
Batman?
yes, Batman or Mayor West from Family Guy. But I saw someone posted it on a subreddit, so it has
Interesting.
Yeah,
it has to be true.
Dude out there just killing DDR.
You know who else? Nick Swartz in Grandma's Boy.
I could totally see that, right? I totally cracked cat of nine on DDR last
night. Have you seen, like, Nick Swartzen has been doing a lot of podcasts recently?
Has he?
And
is he really?
Yeah. So he was just on, who's the dude that used to play for the Patriots? Not Brady, but
the short Edelman.
Yeah. He was just on his show.
Okay.
And he was talking about how, like, filming that movie was so difficult, Grandma's Boy, because everyone would just laugh. I mean, all the time. And I feel like that's how a lot of comedies are. But apparently, like, him and Sandler together, just super hard to get to the point where it was like, you guys can't, you're costing too much money. Because we're losing takes here.
Outtakes are funny, bloopers are funny, but
not for us. For them,
what's
probably
the one?
Really annoying.
Yeah, what's the one right now that's real hot with Michael Pena from Eastbound and Down, and he does a little fart sound. How long you been with her? And it just cracks.
What is that one, Michael Pena? I like Michael Pena. Now I'm gonna have to look it up.
He goes. How long you been with her? And everybody just starts laughing. I've seen like sorority girls like quoting it just for fun. And I'm like, that was around before you were like when you were in diapers, probably.
Yeah, because Eastbound and Down is like what, 2008, 2009?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's well, and then now, I mean, you have what? Marvel. He was in Observe and Report, I think, is...
Observe and Report was funny.
I love that movie so much. I know it wasn't received.
But yeah, he was in Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Yeah. He was in The Watch. He's such a versatile character or actor. Actually, he was in Narcos. The first season of Narcos, he ended up getting sloshed because he was one of the cops or detectives or whatever. Went over into Chihuahua. Yeah, they bam. When you saw him at the end of the thing, I was, oh, you didn't? Sorry, I totally spoiler alert. My bad. No,
it's probably been What's the limit, Greg? 5?
Yeah, it's been
10
way.
years?
Narcos came out a minute ago.
That's
I was
okay.
about to say back at least 2016. Wow,
Dude, they
I
have
have a
years ago.
really
spin-offs
bad memory
now.
so
Yeah, they have
I'll forget
spin-offs of
about
that
it.
show.
I'll go.
Well-
I'll turn it on. It'll be next week, and I'll go. Oh my god, Michael Pena's in this. I won't even remember this.
He was in Jack Ryan, with John Krasinski, which I also really enjoyed.
He's done a bunch of good films. Like he's kind of one of those under the radar. Like holy crap, he did that movie. He did some movie about the Mexicans in the 60s or 70s trying to fight for rights, and maybe earlier than that, where he walked from like Tucson to Southern LA in protest. I can't remember what the movie was. It's one of those movies that you're on the American Airlines flight, you don't know what to watch. You're like, I'm going to put this on. And I was like, whoa, this is a great goddamn movie.
That's how I discover so many movies, when you don't know what to put on, and then you end up watching how like the dude created the Flamin' Hot Cheeto or what, you know, right? Like it's just
I'm interested.
Right. What was the movie, Eric, that you just watched with Emma Stone, where she gets her head shaved?
Strange Things, Weird Things, black and white, right?
No, she was this guy. Begonia. Yeah, it was Begonia.
I didn't see that one yet.
But I know what you're talking about, where she was almost like Frankenstein.
Poor Things, that's what it was.
Yes. Poor Things, yes. I saw that as well. But more recently, Begonia, I didn't know. I saw that it was up for what's the award shows, an
Emmy
Oscar,
or Oscar,
whichever one it is for the movies. So I watched it,
and I think did it win?
It won something.
Did not.
Ooh.
Not looking here.
Ooh, Emma Stone was cheating. No, but I mean,
I love Emma Stone. Stop.
Yeah, she's so good.
I love her.
She, did you ever see, what's the movie with Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling?
Oh, shoot. Darn it. Hold on. Crazy Stupid Love.
I love that movie.
Great movie.
So fucking
because
fun.
It's like it takes a full 45 minutes to an hour before you realize that Gosling's dating his daughter, and Steve Carell's like, no, absolutely freaking not. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Okay.
And
I've seen that scene.
Yeah.
I've seen that scene, I think.
And
dude, Eric, you got to go back and watch it.
Okay.
David Lindhagen is Kevin Bacon, who's having an affair. Yeah, dude, it's so fucking funny. Eric, I think it's a chick flick, but
I was going to say, it's
funny.
With a name like that, it sounds like a chick flick.
It's really funny.
But if Emma Stone's in it,
she is. And she'd be doing it with Ryan Gosling.
Isn't it? Yeah, Julianne Moore's in there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
She was also in. Did you ever see Don John with Joseph Gordon-Levitt? And
that was good with Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
She was the random hippie student or whatever, and
like they end up hooking up. Yeah.
He's like, stop watching Corn,
Yeah.
I've got a list now. I'm making a list of movies that I've got to watch.
Do you want the timestamps?
Was that website Mr. Skin?
Yes.
Where it gives you all the timestamps where the nudity happens.
I think 40-Year-Old Virgin has that. Was it that? Oh, what movie was that? Oh no, I can't think about it.
I think it was
Jason Segel.
I think it might have been. Oh no, not 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Was it Forgetting Sarah?
No.
It was the one where he goes into the house. Yeah, they go into the house.
Knocked Up.
Yes.
Knocked Up. That's what it was.
Because I think that's where
you really need to shave that beard. You haven't shaved it for a whole year, and I'm going to give you like $100.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because then they all get pink eye, right? Because then they're farting bare ass.
Somebody farted on his pillow, bare ass naked.
I love that movie, man. That's one I haven't seen in a minute.
Dude, it sucks because like they'll never make comedies like they used to, obviously for the reasons of streaming and cost effectiveness. And Matt Damon said this one time in a reel like last year or something like that. He's like, comedy is such a dead stick to actors and producers and just companies in general, because back in the day, you'd make, even though you wouldn't be a hit in the theaters, you'd still make some backlash on the DVD sales, VHS sales, rental sales, whatever, and advertising after that. Now it's just straight to DVD or straight to streaming, and you can forget about it because you could recoup most of your marketing from that.
That's a shame.
Because like I think I heard the movie tickets aren't getting anyone anything. I think the theaters are the ones really kind of making out, and the studios, right? Like they're but I feel like and I know Disney, back when COVID hit, they were doing like $20 to rent it now because it's not
while
going
it's in
to
theater.
Yeah. Because no one could go to the theaters,
right?
And But I don't know, man. Like, I can't tell you the last time I bought a Blu-ray, bought a DVD.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
And you know what's crazy? Speaking about that, if you look on your bylaws now, too, on the stuff you've digitally downloaded, Sony's known for this, taking those DVDs or CDs off of your PlayStation and off your platform, even if you purchased it. So technically you own it, but you just bought the rights to watch it whenever. You don't technically own that physical medium, which is a big thing. And it's funny because you'll see now, so I'm having, my wife and I are having our second child at the end of July 28th.
Congratulations.
Congrats, yeah.
We were really excited. But was, I'm getting stuck into these parenting reels, right? Where it's like, we changed to physical medium because of this and distractions and different things like that. And I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense, But anyways, the rant to physical media.
No, I mean,
I think it'll make a comeback.
Physical. I mean,
speaking about physical media, I'm going to put a plug in right quick. Actually, I'm part of a contest called Hellbunt on Hugs, where myself and 5 other artists are competing to sell the most vinyl 45s, which is an A-side and B-side. And the winner of that gets to take the stage at one of Pittsburgh's biggest festivals, I think, in sometime this year. And but it's like the whole thing about physical media is like, obviously vinyls are coming back. You go to any band that you go to, they have a vinyl. My wife and I, we're buying it. We're trying to get it signed by the band, like as a memento. But like we put on records all throughout when we're getting ready on Sunday afternoons or Sunday mornings or whatever. But like having that physical media, having that Discman or whatever, all the discs to mix CDs on your visor, like it's such a throwback.
But you know what's crazy? Like a lot of vehicles now, especially the newer ones, don't have like CD players or any way to play that physical media. And I know I like buying vinyls as well, and I like framing them and just hanging them on my wall. I never open them. I don't know if you remember or ever knew about Pierre Robert. He was part of 93.3, and he used to be super wet for vinyl. That was his thing. And I think
he would do vinyl hour every single day.
Yeah, he would spin them on himself. So, but I think his love for vinyl made me hate and not want to listen to vinyl.
Wow.
That's kind of fucked
crazy.
Up to say.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
It was, but it was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny when
I like it.
we would get in the car, go to lunch. Well, here he goes with his vinyl again. But then you would still buy it.
Yeah, right. What I enjoy vinyls because I think they look cool, and you can get like there's always like 25 of the blue splatter, 27 of the red splatter, and
different variants.
But I never open it, so I don't actually know what it is.
It's just vinyl just sounds cool too. Like the idea that you can literally play music off a needle that's translating, vibrating. I'm getting nerdy as hell here, but vibrating just enough to play through at what once was a horn, but now you got a Bluetooth. I've got a Sony vinyl record player that's Bluetooth to a little Marshall throwback.
What used to be a horn.
Right. It's crazy. I mean, just vinyls are so cool. I have one hanging up in my basement here next to me of a Fleetwood Mac one from 1975 that my dad got framed. And it's been hanging up there since 75. And I'm like, holy crap.
I'm sure it still plays music.
I'm sure it does.
And it will But we were talking to somebody about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, what did he say about it?
And we were kind of just talking shit, and we said that had to have been a mistake, right? Like somebody was dragging a needle across a rock, and it made a funny sound or something.
Well, because vinyl was came out before CDs and V8, cassette tapes, like all of it.
Yeah, the OG.
The OG. Vinyl is the OG.
First vinyl record back to 1948 by Columbia Records.
Wow.
Who was it?
First vinyl record ever by who? Let's see.
Blink-182.
It was Columbia was Madaleson's Concerto E minor by Nathan Milestein.
Yes.
That's his finest work.
Grab your tea, Greg. Grab your tea.
I'm unfamiliar with that.
Pinky out. My favorite physical media was definitely always a video game. My mom drove me to GameStop, and I buy the $60 disc package Xbox 360 case, and I'm ripping it open, and I'm reading all the instructions, or I'm looking at the map that it's included with it. That was the best. If I could have physical media for anything, it would be for video games.
And it's why I continue to say the 90s was probably the best decade for everything encompassing. Rap, alternative music, country music, R&B, doesn't matter. Video games, VHS tapes, Disney, like all these things. Because again, Eric, you will never buy a video game now where you don't have to come home, download all the other additional crap that takes like 3 to 4 hours. When back in the day, all I want to do was pop in Mortal freaking Kombat or Twisted Metal in my PlayStation 1 and just call it a day. Or
immediately, as soon as I get in the door, because I already unwrapped it, slam it in there, go.
Yep.
Well, so we were going to play Fortnite the other night, and what did I say? Oh, sorry, hold on. 180 gigs needs to install. Give me an hour.
It was an update. Yeah, that's right.
I hate those updates.
And they hit you unexpectedly, but also I can't tell you the last time I bought a physical game, because why am I going to GameStop to get the disc that doesn't do anything? It spins once,
right,
and then just activates the game that I have to install.
It's installed anyway. Yeah.
So I do have a fear, though, because all of my stuff's digital, and I guess probably Sony's the same way. If I lose access to my profile, I'm going to lose all those games too.
Yeah,
until
absolutely.
they,
sure enough,
you know,
for sure.
So
remember, Greg, that happened to you. You got your gamer tag stolen briefly.
I did,
really?
For a little while, and you had to make an alternate account. And you made K9 Bongo was the gamer tag.
He gave me like a generic tag, but it was devastating because it's like, I can't afford to rebuy all those games again, and a decade worth of just gaming history for Greg.
Oh, you had
locked away.
What's your gamer score?
It
was like 100-some thousand at that point, and so
gosh.
like it took me forever to get there.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
And you say that. That's actually one thing, Greg, I was really pissed off about. So my honeymoon, getting back from Jamaica in 2023, and you sometimes when you travel flights, some things get chaotic. But we were all packing up, and my wife and I got to throw back first class. First time I've ever done that. And I put my Nintendo Switch right in the side pocket, thinking I was going to grab it. And then like 2 days later, I was like, "Where's my Nintendo?" All those digital games. And then when you talk about that, Greg, about like, will I lose it all? Yeah, Nintendo was like, "Sorry, man. All those digital downloads were part of that, and you can't."
That's rough.
I was just like, that was so many games and so much time. I just feel like my existence is gone.
Because I'm not like, if I'm halfway through a Mario game and I lose it and I have to restart, I'm not restarting.
No,
I'm not starting from scratch. I already did all this.
Unless it's Super Mario World from Super Nintendo.
The one that you could beat
Yoshi.
in like an hour or two anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not I'm not restarting something long, but also
Greg, hold on. You're the guy that played Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil game, how many times?
But I didn't have to restart. I was finishing. And there's a huge difference.
New Game Plus, right.
So let me ask though. You sit down in first class, you put your hand to the side pocket, you pull out a Switch. Are you going to be the piece of shit that takes it and keeps it, or are you going to do the right thing and say, "Hey," because it's never going to get back to you. I feel like as the person who lost it, you're never going to see it again, most likely.
Not at all.
But do you still do the right thing, or do you just keep it because they're probably just going to take it for themselves?
I mean, in all honesty, I'm going to do the right thing. I'll be like, here it is. I don't need it. Like at the end of the day, and I'm not a firm believer in karma by any means, but I'm like, maybe one day if something happened to me like that somebody like, "Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, dumbass, you left your Nintendo in the pocket," But I guess it's kind of one of those things like, if I really needed it that bad, I could just go buy it. Like, don't be a piece of crap,
I like this guy. He goes on. He has on Instagram. He has an envelope of money, and he goes up and he's like, "Excuse me, did you drop this?" It's full of fake money, and people go. I mean, the only ones that he posts are people going, or almost always is,
"That's
oh my
mine."
Gosh,
yeah, of course.
Yes, thank you so much for finding it. He goes, "Oh, that's great. Can I get a reward for finding it? Oh my gosh, what do you do for a living? What, like, do you have anything to tell? Like." And then it tells him, like, "Oh, is that really yours? It says PW on the back. What's your name? That's not your name. What are you talking about?"
Totally rage baiting him or whatever else.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take it just in case that
true.
happens.
Well, or
that
like
guy.
the bike guys. where
they steal the bike and they flip right over the handlebars.
They chain it
up.
up.
The pole like shoots out of the seat. Yo.
Or
like
the ones
spikes.
that the porch pirates, right? Can we say that? The ones with the glitter bombs inside? And oh my God.
And then the people that are stealing it are playing victim, and they're like, well, I'm calling the police. It's like, you're on camera stealing that package. But dude, people can still sue you and probably win. I see a world where like you steal someone's package, get hurt, sue them, and then win.
So there's this one lawyer or whatever, black dude lawyer's like, and that was whatever else. He's done a bunch of those videos, right? He will not be held. So he was saying that one of those booby trap ones, like technically the guy who did the booby trap would be held liable, because he's like, so any kind of trap or where you basically bait someone into doing that and they fall injury to it, you're still held liable. I'm like, but are you kidding me?
Why?
Right.
I hate it.
That's like the story where the dude was like gonna break into the house. He fell through the skylight, and then he fell on the cutting board and the knife cut him, sued and won.
And he sues the homeowner.
Yeah, and wins. And I think, isn't that in Liar Liar?
Yes.
Like, and he got 5,000. He's like, well, I would have gotten him 10.
Yes. It's like it's also, I pack my lunch every day and someone eats it. So one day I packed myself something, and I know who it is, and I know that they're lactose
allergic
intolerant
to peanut butter
or peanut butter, right? So it's basically poisoning the meal with something that you know that the person's going to eat. That you can get in trouble if you know that someone's going to eat it. How is that? I don't understand. That makes me so mad.
Well, and then but could you imagine you hit someone that's allergic to peanuts, you put a little bit of peanuts in there, knowing you would have to keep very quiet and make sure that you never tell anyone that you did that.
Never get drunk again.
Yes. Right. I am sober now and I'm moving and don't have any evidence of that. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that becomes murder at that point.
Maybe
or at least involuntary
or attempted.
Attempted murder. Yes, right. Okay, or I guess we've already really gone off.
Before we really get into the weeds.
yeah, right.
We may ask you how you feel about cilantro. Soap or not?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm Texican. Are you kidding me? Put cilantro on breakfast foods.
I'm out.
I said that because I think I have some in my teeth right now. I had tacos for dinner, so.
But I thank you for not eating them into the microphone.
Yeah,
no
Eric,
problem.
Did you bring enough for the class?
Sorry,
are you chewing something, Eric?
The piece of cilantro that was stuck between my teeth.
So we were going to record an episode, and this one pops on. He's like, "Hey, do you think it's cool if I eat this burrito right now?"
I'm so hungry. Yeah, right. Or what's that Tim Robinson sketch where we're gonna have a meeting at 12, and he goes, 12, that's lunch. So he stuffs a sandwich in his shirt, and he's just going like this. He's like, just munching, and then the one lady looks over. Are you eating? That would be me.
So there's no eating, and there's apparently another trigger for people. I mean, it's close to eating is chewing gum into the podcast recording.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've never had any guests come on, but now that's something that I look for whenever anyone jumps in, is if they're chewing gum or not.
Are you gonna tell them to check themselves?
I'm gonna tell them to spit it out.
What if it's like the nervous?
I spit out my tip chew. So
yeah.
What if it's the nervous thing? What if they need the gum?
They're gonna have to get a
Deal with
fidget spinner.
Suck it up. Yeah, right.
But honestly,
tap on the desk like everybody else.
So I feel like this though makes me, I guess we've done this enough, Eric, but this doesn't make me nervous anymore. It used to. I'll tell you what, I used to get so nervous doing this, and just talking to people, one, I didn't know, but also just in general, knowing that people are then going to watch it. And like that used to freak me out.
Well, yeah, because once you put it out there, it's like, even if you did something wrong or right, comments, everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then, oh my God, could you believe this guy Greg liked Pokemon and did that to him? Oh my God. Dude, you were 7. Holy crap.
Doesn't matter.
Kidding?
Well,
doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, Greg has done that continuously up until I think it was last year.
I still do that.
The Pokemon cards out.
Yeah, every time I give Eric's son any Pokemon cards, the pack's already opened.
Wait, how old are you guys?
I'm 37.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old. I will be 35 next month.
Sweet. Hey, I'm 37 too.
Hey.
As well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just offended. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said old.
Old.
It's
Did you
okay,
ever
Eric. Us older guys here will teach the young bucks how to
That's
do
right.
it.
That's right. Well, let me tell you what, not to derail more, but I just got back from Miami yesterday. We went to Ultra Festival. I have never,
Nice.
it was amazing. It was such a good time. I've never felt more old. It's a 3-day festival.
Yep.
After day 1, I had about 60% movement of my neck, just from bouncing my head around. And I was so sore. My body was destroyed. By day 3, I was grumpy. We walked a whole marathon collectively from the whole weekend.
How did you smell?
Fine. Well, because we could fortunately shower.
Like patchouli and shame.
Yep, that's it. Maybe some weed, probably.
Probably, allegedly.
Always patchouli, though. God damn it.
But it was a really good time. But like I said, it made me feel really old. There were people that were older than me, but that was also my first EDM festival.
Right.
So I don't know all the things that I needed to be doing and doing right and doing wrong. So I would probably have drank less, I think.
Yeah. Well, you only live once, man. You had a good time, and that's the point, right?
I did, yes.
And it's impossible to gauge a festival the right way in terms of consumption of alcohol or beverages or whatever, because it's always super fucking hot. And you always think you're okay until you're not, or you get through it and then you die as soon as you. It's a lose-lose.
I bought one of those hydration packs that you wear on your back like a backpack. And Saturday we were on at the main stage. We were pretty close, not close enough for Steve Aoki to throw a sheet cake at me. We saw it. I got some good recordings of it. But I was sipping out that little hydration pack all day. I didn't pee. I didn't pee one time.
How dark?
I just
dark was it?
I sweat it all out. So I was because I didn't want to pee, but I was so thirsty. So I kept drinking on it because I didn't want to have to leave because I know I wouldn't have been able to get back to the spot we were in.
Yeah, the Whizzinator that goes right through back into the backpack it's just circulating.
It just cleans it and I drink it again.
Yeah. You got to be careful, man. That's how you get those kidney stones.
Well, you
kidney
would know.
Stones. Kidney stones.
Yeah, Team Kidney Stone.
Greg gets a lot of kidney stones.
I do.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, it's just
maybe world record number of
down there.
Stones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's rough. Yep.
I do not envy you just one bit.
I don't have one. So historically, I wear a robe when we record if I'm passing a kidney stone.
That's the sign.
That's the sign. Yeah, I have a robe on it. So if you ever see me with a robe on, it's because I'm mid stone passing.
Mid stone passing.
What does your Kirby shirt mean? Is that code for something? Are you hungry?
This was I got out of the shower, and it smelled good.
Okay.
It was clean.
Smelled like gain.
It's you know it.
Use a scent beads.
Yeah.
Okay, but before we get even further in the weeds,
no, in the weeds. We're firmly in the weeds, Greg.
No, I want to talk about music, right? Because you may dabble a little bit in the music world, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. I like to play on the weekends for tips in a bucket.
So let's backpedal a little bit. So, have you been a musician your whole life? When did that start? How does that look?
As far as musician, I mean, I've been singing since I was 5. I remember singing my first favorite song. I was 4 or 5 in the back of my dad's Lincoln Town car. Roxanne by the Police. It was my favorite song ever. To this day, I still remember that. When I got into middle school, 6th grade, there was band and orchestra, so I ended up playing trumpet, French horn, and trombone my 6th and 7th grade year. Then we transferred high schools, and I didn't want to be in the band anymore, so I stopped that. Picked up guitar when I was 15, so it was my sophomore year of high school. Then my junior year of high school, I was trying to take calculus, but they put me into choir. And I was okay, I was supposed to be in calculus, and the teacher was well, sing me something. And I was I started singing. She's you're really good. And I was well, thank you. And then, 2 months later, I was singing doing solos in the men's all-state choir for the state of Texas. I was holy crap. And then doing show choir, stuff like that. And then I picked up my guitar about 15, 16 years old, a little Stratocaster Behringer $50 guitar from my dad. I've actually still got it in my basement right over there. We'll never get rid of that thing. It still plays like crap, but it still works. Taught myself by Guitar for Dummies, and then the rest is just history. Growing up in Austin, live music capital of the world before really Nashville kind of did its thing. But Austin city limits, every bar you go to. So I was playing in different bands up and down. I did church band for a long time, did worship pastoring, stuff like that for the youth groups. And then when I joined the military at 23 years old, started playing all over the world, wherever I went. I played in Mississippi, played in Arizona, in Portugal, Germany, played in Afghanistan when I did a few tours there for some of the troops. So that was really fun. And then when I got back here, and it wasn't always country music. That's kind of where I ended up diving into as I got older. The stories, the way, the hooks, and a lot of that stuff, it's kind of what drew me. And when I got here, I knew there was a lot of country music. And so I started playing more country music around here. And that's 2020 when COVID kicked off. And before you know it, I'm getting emails from the Country Music Association asking to play CMA Fest for 2027. So it's freaking cool. It's amazing how everything has grown. I know you just asked how long I've been playing music, but between just me and my whole band and my team, everybody that's just the community, it's insane. And obviously being from so many different places, it really helps broaden out that fan base.
Mm-hmm. So where does the name come from?
MIGGS. So, all right. So Miguel is my real name.
Okay.
My first car was a 1991 Honda Civic SI red. I was born in, I'm just kidding.
Last four of your social.
Cold. Yeah, right. Yeah. Mother's maiden name, please.
That's right. That's right. So MIGGS. So when I was young, I used to go by Miggy in 6th grade. And when I got to high school, there was a big Miguel, and I was a little Miguel because he was a senior. I was a freshman. They called him Big MIGGS, and I was little MIGGS. I felt like a little Bow Wow, and then he graduated, so I just became MIGGS. I'm just Bow Wow
dropped the
now,
Lil.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, yo, dog, I ain't like that, man. Yo, what up, G? I was like, I'm just MIGGS.
Just MIGGS now.
Yeah, I should put it just MIGGS.
Just MIGGS.
Just MIGGS.
Yeah. It's like Prince.
All through the military is always just MIGGS and everything like that, so it's just stuck. And, even branding, I think the only thing that's ever come with it is there is a MIGGS alternative band. And Don MIGGS, who's a songwriter as well, since 2001 has won 2 Emmys or Grammys, something like that. So he's like, I've always had to find ways to, brand and SEO scores and all this kind of stuff like that on Google to make sure when they type my name, it comes with me, not Don MIGGS, or
Right.
whatever else. And that's actually why I capitalize MIGGS. So that's like a branding statement in its own as well.
That's how we know it's you, MIGGS, and not him, MIGGS.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. So
yeah, we have that problem with Daddies the podcast. There's a lot of Daddies podcasts out there.
Yeah. Sexual and not. So.
Well, it's funny because when I told my wife today, I told her, 6 weeks ago when we planned it, she's like, "What podcast?" Like Daddy's podcast. She said, "What?"
She said, "Call her Daddy." She's what she said.
Right? Who are you with? I was like, "Oh, these 2 guys. Like they just shoot the shit on a podcast. It's freaking great." And and I was like, and I told her, I was like, "Well, Patricia was on. Patricia was on."
Yes.
I was like, and I commented, and we just connected from there. I was like, I think it's great,
Well,
so
it's funny too because when we started, there are so many dungeons and Dungeons and Daddies or Daddies and Dungeons. And then there's like Zaddies the podcast. There's like the
I can
Daddies.
only assume what that is.
Yeah, right. That's our after hours podcast.
Yeah, that's our PM show.
Catch that on
After
OF
Hours with Eric and Greg. Please welcome on Zaddy's podcast.
Well, and so it's funny though because we'll pitch our show to people and they're like, "No thanks." Like they'll immediately say if you don't go through our YouTube or Instagram, whatever, yeah, we're good. And I have to really say hey, we're a pretty non-sexual.
Hey, it's not what it sounds like.
Yeah, right. It's not that, but it trips people up, man. It trips people up.
And as an artist, and I'm actually having this conversation with one of the promoters for an upcoming festival. And artists, I see every opportunity as just that, an opportunity, right? You never know when you're going to meet your next fan. And as an independent artist, you have to do whatever you can to get your name out there, to get your brand out there and spread some kind of awareness and not just think I'm posting something on a social media site or having one show, then all of a sudden you're going to blow up. And it may happen. Yeah, right. And again, it may happen. I hope it does for you or anyone that has that kind of success. congratulations, because you basically did what everyone wants to do. But naturally, 9 times out of 10, that's not what happens. So like when you guys, when I commented on the podcast that you had with Patricia, and then you're like, you want to come on? I'm like, absolutely. I didn't know much about it, but I dove into you afterwards. I was like, I could give two crap if sexual nod or the other. I'm like, let's go.
Wow. And you looked into us and you still came on. Wow.
Wow.
Again, you guys were shooting the shit and you were laughing all. These goofballs are going to be right up my alley. I like it.
Yeah, we sure
well,
are.
It's funny though, because that's not everyone's cup of tea. And so like,
my favorite comment, remember, Greg? Wow, they'll just let anybody have a podcast. And you know what, fella?
It turns
out anybody can have a podcast. Yeah. Isn't it beautiful?
Or there's another one. We were talking about okay, you're eating some wings, boneless or bone in, doesn't matter. What are you dipping them in?
I'm not dipping in them all.
No,
I'm dry.
You're raw dogging them?
I'm raw dogging the hell out of that. Take that blue cheese and throw it out. The ranch dressing is for the celery. I'm straight eating them. I mean, yeah, I'm raw dogging it.
You're just.
I don't think that
I don't know. I don't know how to.
I most absolutely was not.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say now.
Because I coat mine. It's like the whole thing is just coated in ranch.
Yeah, I just suck the blue cheese off of them.
It's just a vessel for blue cheese.
Dude,
so
I've tried.
You don't like blue cheese?
I've tried multiple blue cheeses. Like I always try to give it a chance, but it just never sits right with my palate, even after 37 years. Same thing with sauerkraut, but I love kimchi, which is cabbage, right? I mean, it's the same damn thing. But again, living in Germany, tried it multiple ways, just never have enjoyed it.
Sauerkraut is my favorite thing. I love it so much. I can eat sauerkraut I love kimchi too. I can fuck some kimchi up.
I can fuck some kimchi up for sure. Dude, this is the thing about the military. Every barbecue you'd have or grill out or whatever, and there was always some wife that brought kimchi and lumpia. And I'm like, oh my freaking word. Like that's all I'd fill up on. I don't give a crap. Give me the kimchi, give me the lumpia. You know?
So
feed me like Zeke.
What? So I have soap. So what is that, lumpia?
Yeah.
What is it? Because I have soap made with that.
It's lumpia is a Filipino dish actually. It's like a small mini egg roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see, Philippines.
So I was getting these soaps from this dude in Hawaii, and that was like one of the things. Like I don't know if that was the name of the soap, so maybe it was meant to kind of. I thought it was a potato.
Craig, this looks like a weird thing to model a soap after. I'm looking it up, and it does look like little egg rolls.
I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
Your soap guy is crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, I like a good lumpia soap. So I'll take a look.
It's like a small spring roll because it's still with like that rice paper kind of a thing.
Hold on, Greg. Isn't clean in Spanish like limpia or something like that?
Oh, well then
Greg,
maybe it was that.
I think.
But he was Hawaiian.
It just means clean in Spanish.
Yeah, I was about to say it's clean. I was about to say, take it from the Texican. Limpia. That means clean.
Okay.
Well, it's
all right.
it's
Well,
clean
then that
scent.
checks. Then that makes way more sense, huh? Oops. Well,
and that's all for the podcast, guys. Thank you
all
so much
right.
for
Well,
having us
thank
on.
you
We
for
got Eric and Greg on Daddy's podcast. I'm your host, Miggs.
We'll see you next week.
This is now his podcast.
Yeah. Damn it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Huh.
That is so good.
Okay.
All
right.
Look, if you clip anything from this, just make it that part.
That. Oh well, shit. Okay. All
So
right.
you got any more music stuff before we end this? No, just kidding. No,
I've got a new song called Limpia.
I heard the lyrics are very clean.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
That's a Daddy's joke.
Hey.
Eric will be here all weekend, ladies and gents. But you do have a new song that just came out.
Yeah. So, man, I tell you, it's been, I released my first album last year in September, and it's called A Road So Far, and it had the last, 12 songs I released out. So I had I think it was 9 originals and then 3 acoustics to that whole album, which was really cool. The way I release my music as an independent artist, I release singles every time, and every single has the single from beforehand. called the waterfall effect. And it does really treat well for the algorithms, because you got to treat Spotify kind of like Instagram or TikTok or whatever else. But I just released a song called One Sip Away on February 13th, which has been playing on country radio all over. Played on Sirius XM radio, which is really cool. And it's continuously just playing everywhere, which is great. I mean, when I played it for the first time, and it hadn't even come out yet for one of the venues here locally in Pasadena, people were singing along, because as much as I had advertised, it was like, wow, they already know the hook to this song. It's really cool. But the newest song I have coming out, it's actually April 3rd. So this Friday, it's called You Could Use a Beer, because everyone could always use a good beer song, right?
That's true.
And the premises for this one, I just wanted something fun and upbeat to kind of to supersede One Sip Away. It's just about a really good story about, we've all had long weeks. We're all here for just a beer, and everyone can use a phrase, dude, I need a beer. Like when you have stressful situations, like I don't care about anything else. I just need a beer. And those good times with your friends, and just a good thing like that. And that's kind of like a lot of my music, man. When I write it, I try to write really hooky and catchy things to where I can engage, that can translate really well into live shows. But at the same time, write, really deep cuts like I Miss You, Dad, and Never Far Away from my daughter. And, it's the songs I write are the songs I live, if that makes sense. So it's really cool. And then I've got another 4 songs coming out this year. And I'll be doing a Christmas single release as well, which is pretty neat. But it's been a lot of fun.
You're busy, man.
Dude, it's, my wife never thought I would take it this far. Originally, it was just supposed to be Friday, Saturday nights or whatever else. But, now it's my whole band's selling out venues or filling venues here in the Pasadena area and continuing to grow, which is great. Not every venue translates directly, but that's just the growth of the band, right? And it's trying to strategically open up places and play places where you pick up new fans here and there. And, at the end of the day, merchandise helps out a lot. It's funny because Aida, I met them at the Reisterstown Festival last year. And I was like, first off, love your band, love your music, and you have merch, I'm buying a shirt. And it's like when people buy your shirts and your hats and your whatever, I got a random message from some dude in North Carolina today say, hey, random MIGGS shirt found in North Carolina of all places. And I'm like, not only that, but this was a shirt from 2023. It was one of the first shirts I made. So I was like, how in the heck, It's just cool. Sorry, I'm keeping on ranting on. I apologize.
No, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, music is a powerful thing. And when you find people that like adore your shit, then like that's it, man. That's it. So that's special. And I know, like, and also too, for those listening, that song is out now. When this episode is airing,
oh yeah,
that song is
go listen.
One
it was
Sip
released
Away,
on
MIGGS.
released on April 3rd, but it is out right now.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. Oh, you can use your beer. Music is so transcendent, and it doesn't matter if it's country, doesn't matter if it's R&B, doesn't matter. There's so many ways to say the same thing in a different melody, a different hook, and at the end of the day, I just want to bring a smile to just one person at a show. Bring him out of their whatever is going, all the bullshit in their life, whether it's good, doesn't bad, whatever. You want to come out and have a good time. Just forget about everything out there and just be here, right? Sometimes I wish phones weren't a thing because I wish people would be present in the music again like we were when we were kids, right? There's music being released all the time, but if I can just change one person, or just that mindset, a lot of artists will tell you, I've got a story to tell. And we all do. For me, when my wife and I lost our son last year at 6 days old, it was like another testament to being like, hey, man, this is another thing of like, dude, MIGGS, why are you so positive? For me, it's my faith in God and everything else. But at the same time, it's like life will kick you down and it can always kick you down. But it's how do you bounce back? It's how do you stay resilient? It's how do you stay victorious in your mindset and constantly realizing, look, every day is going to be a battle. My wife and I, every day is different. Obviously, with the expectancy of our new baby daughter on July, we're so excited. But at the same time, it creates so many different oh no, what ifs, because we're humans. But at the end of the day, guys, life has hit me. I've lost so many valuable people, my dad, my son, my grandparents, best friend, all in different crazy ways. But at the end of the day, you make the choice of how you want to respond to that,
It's so much about attitude. You could either, all of those things, they've happened to you. no matter what, right? Those things, that's you can either have a really shitty attitude about it and just go through life like you have a chip on your shoulder and like the world is stacked against you, or exactly the way that you're doing it and have a great outlook and do great things still. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, again, not to push up. There's always going to be struggles, and it's okay. We're men. We can cry. We can break down. We can be mad and upset.
I just cried.
Yeah,
just now.
Yeah, right. I'm currently crying.
But that's my point. You can, and then move forward. Feel it. Allow yourself to move through that. And I think that's what's so cool about this generation too. Is this generation is really good. Whatever it is after millennials, really good about feelings, right? Where our parents never talked about feelings. Everyone got participation awards and all that kind of stuff, but they really did good at that. And so like I try to understand that as well, moving through that.
It's so I literally today, no shit, just talked to my kids about the generations because they asked, Dad, are you a millennial? I said, yes, I am. And then they snickered at me and they said, what is that?
6, 7.
And then I said, well, then after the millennials is Gen Z. And then I said, but you guys are after that and you guys are the Forrest Gump generation. And they looked at me and they said, Forrest Gump? They haven't seen that. And this joke didn't hit for them, but my wife was listening. And I said, yeah, Gen A.
Welp, on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
this has been the Daddies Podcast with Eric and Greg. I know I am totally going to use that with my daughter.
Oh, you have to. You have to. It's so good. It's too good. They won't get it until maybe they've seen Forrest Gump, but
is Forrest Gump is that something that
appropriate for children? No.
I mean, why? Because Jenny just is just kind of getting a train run on her the whole movie and then decides to settle down.
When she's about to die.
Yeah, she's like, it's fine.
The first scene that comes to mind is when I guess his mom takes his is it the teacher or the doctor or something?
I think isn't it the principal of the school?
Your mom really loves you, boy.
And that might go over a kid's head, but I don't know about that.
It's funny because so I was born in 88. The movie came out in 94, 95, something like that. And I think I still remember watching it. I would probably say about 8 to 10 years old.
Yeah.
And that went over my head. It definitely went. I mean, heck, if you watch some of these movies from back in the day, they definitely went over your head. Now you see it. Like even with Shrek. Shrek was still pretty adolescent when it came out. And now I look at, God, Lord Farquaad, you got to know a named Lord Fuckwad. I mean, let's be honest. Like,
what's the one, the little dancing, the dancing things, and when they get to Duloc, shine your shoes, wipe your face. Yes.
Yeah, dude, they're making dick jokes. Like it's, but as a kid, you don't realize
maybe I will. I'll have my kids watch Forrest Gump. I'll report
I think
back.
Forrest Gump is
my kids
fine.
Are 9 and 10, almost 11.
Dude,
I think the only thing they would take away from that is like, wait, so I can be really stupid and really make a lot of money and yada yada. I mean,
if you're really good at ping pong, yes.
Yeah, right.
Lieutenant Dan ice cream.
Oh my God. Well, Miggs, dude, we're rooting for you, man. Like
thanks, man. I appreciate you guys.
You're killing it. We
absolutely
appreciate you taking the time and telling us a little bit about yourself. And
dude, thanks for having me on, guys. I know we were kind of ranting for like the first 40 minutes of this whole thing, which is great because again,
sometimes it's the whole hour. So
Look, I tell you, I'm glad you guys kind of put it back and drew us back in because I would have squirreled and tangent the whole darn time.
Right. Thanks, Greg.
I'm here for you.
So I'm really rooting for you to win that contest too.
Yeah.
Dude, so that'll be incredible.
Send us the details for that so we can post it to the show notes so people will know how to help you out with that as well.
Yeah, when does that end?
So it's for this one it's 30 day. It's a 30-day pre-sale right now. So it'll end I think April 22nd.
Okay.
So whenever this ends, I'll definitely text you on the Instagram message and everything else. And I know I'm in the works with Bottle and Cork up in Delaware to do.
To
do a show up there. So when I get up there, I'll definitely let you guys know and come hang out with us backstage and get some content. It'll be fun.
Yeah, man, for sure. Can I just say real fast? I love it there so much. We saw Taking Back Sunday a few years ago. My mom lives down in Lewis.
I love Taking Back Sunday.
So, dude, it was so nice to be able to like take an Uber from my, because normally it's like you want to go to a good show, like you're going to Philly, right? But like 5 minutes from my mom's house, fucking sweet. It was the coolest fucking thing.
I also love going 5 minutes from your mom's house, Greg.
Yeah, this motherfucker was leaving as I was coming, and so but anyway, let us know, and we will 100% be there.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, Eric, Greg, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me
Appreciate you,
tonight.
man. Thank you so much.
I hope to see you guys soon.
Absolutely.
Likewise.
Thanks for listening to Daddies the Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a review, and give us a like. We'll see you next time.